What is up YouTube, Danny Draghi back with another Super Squad video. We're going to cover some tips, tricks, and sick plays with a variety of troopers on the new patch 0.1.12. Remember that you can download Super Squad right now for free and get into a match by the end of this video. The link will be in the description. Starting off with the one-eyed jack of all trades, Flintlock here in a bad position with low health and outnumbered. It's a good thing we have a heal, which gets stolen by our friendly Scorch, who is already at full health. Notice he runs into a mine and gets 33 healing from one final tick of the mysterious liquid. A well-placed rain of fire and rotation from the friendly team leads to a wipe and the Scorch surviving with 28 health. So I guess he really did need it more than we did after all. In our next clip, we have Scorch with a low health friendly Flintlock in a 2v2 mirror matchup until Glorgon joins the fray just as our ally goes down to quickly turn into a 3v1. As we give up the point, our friendly Eve throws us a Hail Mary runestone from downtown for some excellent healing and cover. After dispatching the first two villains, the Glorgon boss thinks they are crafty by hiding behind Tharlin's mines, but we rain down some fire and let our turret clean up the kill for us.
Triple kill.
Next, we have some amazing body blocking from Skullcrusher to save our friendly Crow from certain doom. We're able to charge up our reserves by soaking the damage from the turret, which brings our ally back to full health and baits in the enemy. We knock back Scorch with Acres away to focus on the enemy Flintlock, who has to quickly retreat. Noticing our Crow is low again, we help her finish off the enemy healer and soak up some more damage until she starts to regen while having another small heal for her. Now we have some slick moves from the enemy Fang as he is low on health and his entire team gets wiped. A few well-timed dodges while using his smoke bomb for extra damage mitigation and dashing behind cover before perfectly timed fetch right as he's knocked back to safety from anchors away allows him to escape with his life, and his little dog too. Our next clip is just Crow doing ordinary Crow things. As a master baiter, it's important to stay just at the enemy's max attack range to keep them shooting at you instead of your teammates, while being easier to dodge or dash away to safety if needed. Notice we're aiming at a 45-degree angle so that we see all of our potential targets and their health bars, and we know who to focus on.
2 hours later.
This also allows us to check if we're getting flanked from point A or C at the same time. That's why birds have eyes on the sides of their head and not the front.
Double kill.
Here we just captured point C as Nebular after fighting off the enemy floor, but I want to rotate over to B. But I end up getting cut off by the enemy Crow and Xandark. Unable to 2v1, I throw down a teleporter since I'm out in the open with no other cover. And to my surprise, the friendly Xandark and Tharlin pop out of it to even up the odds. The friendly Xandark sees their opening on the enemy Crow and starts to go ham as I lay down some suppressive fire while Tharlin gets distracted by a shiny rock off in the distance. Just want to apologize in advance if this next clip is an exploit. I really hope it's not a bug and it's working as intended because the possibilities are huge. If you're like me, you probably slept on this ability as well after using it a few times until this happened. That's right, we don't just penetrate enemies with auto attacks using the laser ability, we're talking about maximum penetration here.
Double kill.
In our last clip featuring Florida, we opted into the Health is My Resource ability as we had a second healer on our team and the enemy didn't have much CC or damage over time abilities, making cleanse a lot less viable. It is important to pick up the health orbs that spawn near you while fighting once you acquire the Healing Pod's passive ability. The enemy team is all coming from point B and they decide to split up to contest point A and prevent our next 50 surge at point C. If they had picked one or the other, the outcome would have been much better for them. That's all I have for this week's highlights. Press the like button if you enjoyed the video, or dare I say subscribe if you want to get really wild and crazy, and hit me up in the comments or the Discord if you've got something to share. So long, and squad up.